What do you think to Black History Month?
Black History Month? Well,
it used to be something that we used to, when I was in school, we learned more about it, but now I'm at uni, we don't learn much about it. And like October comes, don't see that much of it, like being taught.
I suppose it helps us to recognise what Black people has achieved over the centuries, and it's a way of educating the young people who's coming through about our culture.
I think Black History Month is a time or a season where Black people, all the Black people, Nigeria, Ghana, name it, come together to, either do something or just remember Black History Month. Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to have a Black History Month, there should be some advertising about it or something.
Yeah, more of an ongoing process.
Yeah.
It's almost an insult to still have Black History Month. It's history, it's world history.
History Month is just today that I've heard of. I haven't heard of anything like that before.
You have not heard of it before?
No.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ghana.
It's a month designated for us to acknowledge our history.
History Month.
I'm not sure I know what that is.
What do I think of Black History Month?
Good man, they're good for Black people, innit?
We should be more creative at the minute.
I think it's something that everyone should be aware of. I think like every other ethnic group, or white group, or people that have some knowledge about their history, about who they are and where they're from.
It's a good thing for young people, especially in the educational system, to get to know a little bit about the heritage and about their culture.
I think it's very important because so many of us as Black people are at a loss for identity.
And more about where they came from in order to help them as they grow older to know where they're going and how they can push their people forward into more positive.
And I think for Black History Month only brings it back full circle so we can understand just who we are.
It's a celebration of, our ancestors.
How do you feel about Black History Month and how it's perceived or seen in Nottingham and within Nottingham communities?
They like it. They like to celebrate it because as a culture it helps us to come together.
I think for we Blacks, I think it's okay. But I don't know how other people, other tribes and other traditions see it as here. I don't know.
It's yesterday at work, a lady asked me, she's never heard of Black History Month before. And I found that quite strange that she's never come across it, even though she's British and she's always lived there, she's gone to school, and she's never heard of it until it came on the news yesterday.
I feel like by people that don't understand Black History Month, they can think that it's just the basis of just Black people and slavery and all of the bad things that happened about Black history. But actually it's about the positives as well. It's about all of the different people in the Black community that have come together to make it what it is today.
People like us will think it's very significant. There are a lot of people don't care.
But sometimes the positive people get overlooked, and it's all about the negative things that Black people have gone through, and we fail to see the progressions that we've also gone through as well.
Because of the labelling, it excludes people, and I understand and I appreciate having times that are just moments for Black people to get together and share their experiences, and mourn together and celebrate together and, heal together. However, there's a body of work that I believe needs to be done for those that have been a part of some of the suffering that we have faced as a people, to be able to sit down and begin to open that dialogue that is required. If we just talk to ourselves about our issues, how do we change anything?
Have you been involved in anything towards Black History Month?
No, I haven't been involved.
Because I've never ever taken part in it before.
Not quite really, but I've been to Nigerian New Yam Festival, the Igbo Nigerian New Yam Festival. I think it's related to Black History Month because we are all blacks. Yeah.
Not really, but I've seen it and I've heard about it. I've listened to Marcus Garvey's speech a lot.
Yeah, I did one before in my children's school. We had to dress like, I'm from Nigeria, so we had to dress like my culture and cook some of my food.
Not that I can say no.
Well, I've been to the carnival. I haven't taken part in the carnival.
I've been involved in Black History Month before, yes.
No, I haven't actually.
What do you feel should be achieved?
Well, more of an awareness.
What do you think? It's more to get people together.
Together to do something, maybe in the park, like organize like big events. Not just like in the indoor, like, the field, for example, in the forest field, they can actually do something bigger,
And a lot of dialogue, a lot of talk, a lot of focus on it. On Black history itself.
I think there should be something achieved about it, like a big, massive performance about it.
It's true, they need to teach these schools about Black history, because at the end of the day, this country that we are living in, part of it or most of it was built by the blacks, our forefathers.
Mainly unity and celebrating the culture.
Educate our young people.
So at least the people in there going to the school need to learn something about it, so that when they see us, the black people there, they don't feel that, where this person coming from, or where is this person is here.
It'd be good for people to actually realize that what we've been through and how far we've come.
Most of our kids were born here and they don't know anything about Africa, they don't know anything about Jamaica. We need to teach them and let them know their roots.
Generate a kind of like curriculum-based learning sense, just for people to pick up and learn.
It should achieve respect and acknowledgement for the contributions that our forefathers and mothers and whoever have done for us to be here today.
Black History Month needs to have parts of it that are inclusive.
Black History Month should be achieved educating other cultures, not just black people, but other cultures as well, into our ways, into our nationality, our society, the different places that we come from, celebrating the different heritages of black people, because we've got the Caribbeans, we've got people that are African, we've got black people that come from loads and loads of different places, that, we should be able to celebrate the different places that we're from and, come together as one people.
If there was a museum where people could go and see these things, then young people will be more involved. Say, for instance, the Black History Museum in Nottingham, you wouldn't have to be going 31 days, you'd be going there every day.
What works well now, to be honest, I don't think it's working that much, like in my age groups, because it's not out there. So whatever's been doing, it's not really working.
Why is it only a month for a start?
In the 80s, it was more prominent, right? There was a lot of people involved. Those people, it's like they're tired now. It's like they put down the banner, and it hasn't been passed on to like another generation. So you've got a few people who's left. If you look at the people that were still involved, right? They are the same ones who originally was promoting Black history. You know what I mean? So you haven't really got many young people who's taking it on.
What's working well? It's very hard at the minute because I don't think we're sticking together.
Okay.
And where we can't stick, the works cannot be manifest.
For me, it should be taught in schools. We're not taught anything about Black history in schools, and it's got to start at a younger age, if you ask me.
The lack of information. We've only got selected information to work with, and again, because it's a month, it's only a short period of time to relay that information back.
My personal opinion, what doesn't work, I don't think as black people we're supporting our race enough to make people understand who we actually are. We're a very powerful race, and we're looked at as a very disgraced race. and I think that can change.
Yeah. To me, my suggestion is you need to go out there with more promotion. And you need to do it not just at Black History Month, we need to do it throughout the year.
My history, or history, should not be relegated to a specific month.
It should be a longer period of time.
I don't think the month of October is enough for us to really get the benefit.
1 month is good deal, but if you can carry on, that's all right too.
Black History Month just don't mean today as in a Black History Month. It means forever, because I stick in this black skin forever.
I personally think it should be longer because we are not just black for 31 days. We are black right through the years.
Specifically, it should be something like a 1 month, so that people will come together and like what you people are saying, that we sit together and we discuss and we plan for the future for our kids and those who will come after us.
It's not just one thing, you know, black history isn't black history. This is my life. I'm a black male. This is, you know, this is what I live. So it's not just, you know, I'm not going to celebrate where I come from just for 1 month and then forget about it for the other, you know, 11 months of the year. It's who I am. It's embedded in my roots, in my family's roots. I go through this all the time.
I don't think you can cover the whole history in a month.
We're all significant, but I think that black people have gotten a very short end of the stick when it comes to recognition about who they are. And because of it, you know what I'm saying, they've lost their self-value, their self-worth, you know what I'm saying, over a lot of years. And it's going to take a lot of years to regain and to bring this back, you know what I'm saying, the significance of who they are. You know, and 31 days is too short of a time to try to put that in focus.